What is going on, Ben Nation? The ride of Bencoin has been bumpy to say the least. There's been moments of unforced errors. There's been moments where we felt like something big was about to happen, and then we've gotten a delay, or we've gotten a move, or we've got a need for a V2. A lot of things that have been happening over the last several months. I'm going to break down where the chart is today and why I would remain bullish. Now, you make your own decision, do your own research. What I am telling you is not what you should do. What I am telling you is what I am doing. You have to figure out for yourself what's best for you. So we're going to break down the chart. There's been a few changes. I want to point out that I think there's some opportunity here, and I will explain to you why I am still bullish on what the future brings. Now, first of all, let's kick this off. I'm on a 4-hour chart, and if you look down here at the bottom, you can see that we're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the overbought territory, getting a lot of red minting. I told you guys that I thought that we'd probably break down and that this still is the channel. But I also want to point out that I'm going to use another one. I know you don't want to have all these, but there's this big confluence thing kind of happening here that we should probably at least acknowledge. And that is this additional kind of pattern that's been developed right into this range right here, signifying the potential for a bigger breakout. Right now, this, by the way, if this were the actual flow on this chart, then I really think that breaks to the bottom. I think that that's more downside, and more significantly a bigger downside. And that's because we had this volatility, and what we're doing is we're factoring in this volatility. But here's the thing. We're still into this descending channel, which leads me to believe that a breakout is more likely. Now, zooming back in here just a little bit, I want to say I'm going to remove this for now. I want to kind of put let's just for the opportunity. We're going to put a line right here, and we're going to say this might be the area in which we see a breakout. Now, I'm going to remove this line right here because I don't want to keep track of that part, and I don't want to that. But now we're going to extend this out just a little bit, and we're going to extend this out just a little bit. What we've got here is about a 2 to 3 week wait. We were told that it was within 3 weeks that this thing was going to have a V2. So that's where we are with that. This 4 hours, this gives us about, I want to say this break right here, that's 20 days from now. So, let's call that, let's just say that we should have a break by that point. Now, the question, of course, becomes how far does it break? When I say that a descending channel is a bullish indicator, let's quantify that, because what it's doing is it's breaking down through this range. But then the question becomes, when it has a breakout, what happens there? Well, just to give you an example, if we have, let's call it a 60% correction, if we had a 60% correction coming off of this, and we had a move up into here, then we're feeling pretty good about our position because it's way up here. But the same cannot be said down here. If we have that breakdown and we hit that bottom one more time at 14, then that move up 60% is only going to register in this range. So when I say it's a bullish indicator, I don't mean that it's a long term. Long term, when you see a descending wedge, that's a bearish play. It just, generally speaking, leads to a move towards the upside. Now, what is going to happen is there's going to have to be a breakout into the upside here, which that's going to be the difficult proposition. As we get closer to the V2 launch, as we get closer to that area, then I think that we will have some tremendous upside. But here's why I don't think this breaks down like I'm telling you right now, potentially. I get the sense here that maybe we're going to go this point of control. Maybe we drop down to 1450. We did wick down here one more time just to kind of test this bottom. I don't know that we come back down into this. Logic would dictate that it might happen because it is the wedge. But I got a feeling that we've got a little positivity, and I in the overall. So I think that you kind of have a point of control here, a heart line, if you will. And I think that we kind of bounced around that heart line. So I get a feeling that maybe we're going to bounce around in that heart line. But then the best thing that can happen here is to have the earliest possible breakout to this upside, and then a move up here to test what right here was a previous point of control. So be looking at 2000 right now as that next point of control level. Now, if that's the case, I want to tell you that what I intend to do is, hopefully, if I feel good about the position, then I'm going to short it back down just a little bit. I'm going to take any profits that I might get off of that play from shorting it at around 2000 and put that into buying a more spot, So that's my idea for that play. But the market, I get the sense, I just get the sense that there's some more downside in this market. However, I do think that there's some upside. If you look at the 1 hour down here, you can see oversold by a lot. And let's check this out. Oversold by a lot right here. That's a significant move. I think there could be a significant bounce. But again, we have to see this play out. We've seen this multiple times in the last little bit. We got this bullish divergence right here. And then what do we get? Nothing. We got more downside. So I'm still watching. I'm still hoping for something good, but just keeping you guys informed of what I'm seeing, what I might be doing. So I'm going to short at 2,000, try to accumulate more in my spot bag. That would be the play for me. Anyway, you decide what you're going to do. As far as trading goes, volume still remains pretty consistent. Market cap still down just a little bit, continuing to leak just a bit here and there. Now, why am I bullish? Well, we've seen in the last week or so a lot more activity out of Join Bencoin. We've seen a lot more communication coming out with these things. And with the color scheme, though, yes, I've been in that shirt, right? So October 3rd, we had the Telegram AMA in which it was brought to our attention that there are going to be some additions to the team. There's some interesting stuff happening. And then we had the live crypto charting. If you didn't check that out, you can go to Discord and you can check that out now. But right here, excited to announce my new show next week called Crypto Crossfire, hosted by myself, AJ Writes Crypto, and Crypto J Chains. The true believers, I like to call them. They are doing a Crypto Crossfire show where they're going to talk about cryptocurrencies. And they're going to invite guests on. It should be a good time, and a good time will be held by all. It'll be a panel show. Guest debuting next week at 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday, and it's going to head against the other show, also created by Ben Armstrong. So interesting stuff happening here. But AJ Writes Crypto and J Chains are expected to be brought aboard for Bencoin in some kind of fashion. So fantastic opportunity right there. So maybe that plays out in a very positive way. We will see if this turns out to be something great. But I am bullish about the fact that that these guys are teaming up together to work on, or at least talk about this project specifically. So that could be a very nice thing. And then also on October 16th, it's official season 1 of Trading Wars. And then you're going to see Ben Armstrong himself. And then there's Evan. Uh, there's Gareth Soloway. There's this dude with the glasses. There's Sam Price. There's Frankie Candles. There's a good list of people up here. Magic Internet. I don't know who most of these people are, but I do know Crypto Blood. Evan Aldo. I'm on the Crypto War Room with Evan Aldo all the time, so I am familiar with some of these guys. Not everybody. My apologies, but here we are out in this space doing these types of things with Ben out there front and center in front of everybody, seeing these things happen. Then that only speaks positively for what could be happening with Bencoin. But again, the chart is the chart, so make sure that you're playing it the way that it's meant to be played, using whatever levels. Again, if you bought here during this value area high and you wrote it down on a short all the way to the point of control, you took your profit, good for you. If you wrote it down here to the value area low and then wrote it up here and took your profit here, good for you. If you wrote it up to the value area high, great for you. Remember, we'll break down every once in a while. Hopefully you'll be up here on a short when that happens. But generally speaking, there's opportunity right here, and we want to keep trade volume high. Keeping trade volume high keeps this thing trending and send. So that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleeves. I'm always right, and we will talk to you again very, very soon. I think Bencoin got a big future.